Hi there, Chris Benson's here. Welcome to the Britbox Diaries, and in this episode, we're looking at the Up collection, which is available on Britbox UK. Unbelievably, the series started back in 1964, on the 5th of May 1964 to be precise. The first episode went out as part of the World in Action strand at 10:05 in the evening on ITV, running till 10:57. They are very precise time in the listings, and it's 39 minutes long on Britbox. Me and my wife have been working our way through the series from the very first episode, and it looks absolutely brilliant. The film of the original 7 Up, it does. I don't know if they've remastered it or cleaned it up, but it does look really good on Britbox, I have to say that. Now, Paul Almond directed the first one, and it features 14 children from across the UK, from across the class system. There's Andrew, there's Charles, there's John, there's Susie, there's Jackie, there's Lynn, there's Sue, there's Tony, there's Paul, Simon, Nick, Peter, Neil, and Bruce. So there you go. If you haven't seen it before, you're in for an absolute treat. You really are. Now, a word of warning, I'm recording this in March 2021, but at the minute, as it stands, the original episode of 7 Up is available on Britbox UK to the 12th of February 2022. Now, obviously, in terms of licensing, that could change, it could be extended, but just as a word of warning, at the minute, at the time of recording this, you've got about 11 months to catch up with it, but it's definitely worth watching that first episode. And I'm biased. I grew up in Granada land, but I think it's genuinely one of Granada Television's finest programs that they made. It really is brilliant. So who'd have thought it? On the 15th of December 1970, the series returned with 14 Up, or 7 plus 7 as it was originally titled, and it was given a good time slot. It was shown on ITV at 9 o'clock before news at 10 in an hour long slot. After a sitcom you might remember called Never Mind the Quality, Feel the Width. Anyway, it's on Britbox. It's 52 minutes long and it looks really good. It's the first one in colour, and I guess it's the sign that we might just see these people again. Michael Apted takes over in the director role, and he kept that director role right up to 63 Up. Sadly, Michael Apted passed away earlier this year, so will we see 70 Up? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. But it's there on Britbox at the minute until the 12th of February 2022. So again, like the first episode, just a word of warning, you've got about 11 months at the time of recording this to catch up, but it really is a good episode, and all 14 participants still in this one as well. So, 21 Up arrived on our screens on the 9th of May 1977. It's there, 100 minutes in one episode on Britbox, but it was originally transmitted on ITV between 9 and 10. Then I had a half-hour break for news at 10, and then it was on from 10:30 till 11:30. So that was how it was scheduled over one evening. Just interesting to know. All 14 participants once again appear in this. The picture looks really, really good on this one, I have to say. I think I don't know if it's HD or if they've remastered it, but it looks really impressive. And you see clips of it that appear in future episodes, and I do think the 1977 footage looks very, very good on film, I have to say that. Like the previous two episodes we just talked about, at the minute it's available till the 12th of February 2022, but just watch this space. Subject to licensing, let's hope it gets extended. On to 28 Up, which was originally shown over 2 nights on the 20th and 21st of November 1984. On Britbox, it's just one long episode, 132 minutes long. But yeah, I think the scheduling at the time was a bit poor, I think. It was on both nights, scheduled after news at 10, quite late. Bit of a graveyard slot, 10:30 onwards on ITV. Considering the prestige of the show so far and the slots that it had, I don't know, just my opinion. Also in this one, Charles and John didn't appear, so it was the first absences of the series so far as well. Just worthy of a mention. But it's there on Britbox, for you to enjoy. On to 35 Up, which was transmitted on the 22nd of May 1991. Charles, Simon, and Peter don't appear in this episode. And I looked on for transmission details. I was struggling, but I made a comment on Facebook, and we think that the transmission was at 8 o'clock on the 22nd of May 1991. I'm going to guess after Coronation Street, and I think the news at 10 will have just been a little late that evening. If you know any different, you can tell me. But it's there in Britbox, in full, and it's 115 minutes long. Again, we've really enjoyed every episode, me and my wife. We really have. I know there's you want to just catch up. It is a box set that we really enjoyed, because after certain stories have been left along the way, and I won't give any spoilers away, you just really want to find out if things got better for him 7 years on. So 35 Up was one of them kind of points as well, near my age. I'm 39 now, so you think, it's kind of like you make your own kind of natural comparisons to how they were doing. But that was 35 Up. I should have said that 35 Up has an expiry date of the 12th of February 2022, as does 42 Up, which we're going to talk about now. Charles, John, and Peter don't appear in this one. And 42 Up wasn't on ITV, it was on BBC One. It was aired over 2 nights at 9:30 on the 21st and the 22nd of July 1998. Yeah, on BBC One, still made by Granada, but for that one occasion, it was on the BBC without adverts and everything. Despite it being shown over 2 nights on Britbox, it's still been put on as one episode for you to enjoy, 133 minutes in duration. So, as I say, there's a few participants missing, but it's still a great catch-up. Obviously getting nearer to modern day as well. But yeah, interesting that it went to BBC before going back to ITV, I always thought. So, 49 Up was back on ITV. Charles and Peter were missing from this one, but it was shown over 2 weeks, on the 15th and the 22nd of September 2005. Interesting that they scheduled the second episode around ITV's 50th anniversary as well. Probably on purpose, that. So we mentioned that Charles and Peter were missing from this one, but Britbox has it in its original 2-episode format, rather than an edited together piece. So that's on Britbox for you to enjoy. On to 56 Up now, which was transmitted over 3 weeks on the 14th, 21st, 28th of May 2012. What a year that was, of course. Year of the Olympics. Fantastic year. It seems so long ago already, doesn't it? Yeah, my eldest son was born. Anyway, Charles was the only person that didn't appear. So 13 out of the 14 original children appeared in 56 Up, which is really remarkable, isn't it? But it's all there on Britbox in its original format, 3 episodes as originally transmitted on ITV. And yes, to finish off everything, we've watched 63 Up. 63 Up was transmitted on the 4th, 5th and 6th of June 2019 on ITV. Charles didn't take part once again. As we know, he didn't take part since 28 Up in 1984. And also in 63 Up, Susie didn't appear as well. There's a nice tribute to Lynn, which you'll have to watch to find out more as well, because Lynn passed away in May 2013, not long after 56 Up. But it's a really nice tribute to Lynn by her family. I guess a word of warning if you're watching the series on Britbox. If you're watching it like we did and binge watched it, there is a lot of repetitive footage, but that's because the show wasn't designed to be watched over the course of 2 months like we have. So when you watch 14 Up, it is 7 years since you've seen the footage. When you watched 21 or 28 Up, you haven't seen these people for 7 years. So we're watching it in a way that it wasn't designed to watch. So I do get that. Here on the screen though is a list of all the running times and the number of episodes for you to work your way through though on BritBox. I hope it's been useful. It's a really good series, well worth watching, and one of Granada Television's finest hours, that's for sure. Whether or not the series will continue for 70 Up, well, we'll have to wait and see. I'd like to see a final offering, but I guess only time will tell. But do let me know what you think. More Britbox Diaries to come as well. You can get in touch. You can email chriscbenson@hotmail.co.uk. Let me know if you've enjoyed the Up collection too on Britbox. Bye for now.